Supercell thunderstorm has battered Queensland's southeast, delivering massive hail, wild winds and a pretty decent drenching as well. We've got Reese D'Alessandro on Bribie Island north of Brisbane this morning. Reese, that picture says it all.
Yeah, it certainly does. You can see here this vessel beside us has broken its mooring in Pumice Passage overnight. Locals here on Bribie Island tell me it's usually more just offshore here in Pumice Passage, but the wind has made it detach from its mooring. You can see there at the top there, just below the canopy, the hail damage that's been done to this boat as well overnight. It's possibly the biggest victim, you could say, of last night's storms here. Locals tell me it's washed ashore and now the tide is going out around it. It's not just here though. Back over at Sandstone Point on the mainland, we've seen shipping containers come crashing down in the 90 to 100 km/h wind gusts last night. That was also the worst affected area for hailstones last night too. Hail up to 4 centimetres across, the size of a golf ball. We've also seen rainfall totals around Caboolture exceeding 100 millimetres of rain there. Also up at Maroochydore on the Sunshine Coast, around 120 millimetres of rain there too. These violent storm cells moved across yesterday afternoon and into yesterday evening north of Brisbane, from Maroochydore on the Sunshine Coast down here to Bribie Island and sort of suburbs in Brisbane's outer north as well too, worst affected by these storms. We've seen more than 200 calls for help, and Energex has just updated their outage count online. They're now down to around 2,000 customers without power still. Tom?
And Jonathan Howe from the Bureau of Meteorology for more on this one. Good morning to you. Just take us through, do we know what causes a supercell event like this?
Yeah, good morning, Tom. So yeah, another day of big thunderstorms right across southeast Queensland yesterday. As you mentioned, we did see some very big supercells bring heavy rainfall, large hail and also some very strong wind gusts as well. And yesterday was a really, ideal setup for these really big thunderstorms. So supercells are these really intense storms that bring all those really hazardous conditions, including tornadoes as well. And yesterday we did see very hot and unstable conditions right across southeast Queensland, as well as a lot of moisture pulling from the Coral Sea as well. And so we did see quite a bit of damage across the region, and they are still cleaning up after those huge storms not more than a month ago. So yeah, this part of Australia really is supercell territory, especially for this time of year.
Yeah, we're seeing some pretty wild pictures on screen at the moment of those hailstones smashing into pools and the like there. Is this the kind of thing that we can expect more of through summer?
Yeah, so certainly around this time of year, we are still in that severe thunderstorm period right across Queensland and northeast New South Wales as well. The good news for the rest of the week is that those storms have contracted further north, but we're not out of the woods just yet. We are still likely to see some pretty big thunderstorms right across the summer, but at least for now, the heat wave has eased and the storms have pushed north.
And we do get wild weather on a lot of fronts this time of year. From one form to another, we're looking at Fraser Island where there's been bushfires. Is some of this rain and hail going to help the firefighting efforts there?
Yes, even though we saw rainfall totals in excess of 100 to 140 millimetres just inland from the Sunshine Coast yesterday, unfortunately we didn't see too much around the Gowrie Fraser Island district. The closest weather station is at Hervey Bay. They picked up about 10 millimetres overnight, but unfortunately not too much on the island itself. Those kind of rainfall figures do, suppress fires rather than put them out, but certainly give fire authorities a bit of an upper hand over the next few days. And there is some cooler air moving through as well. Those southerlies push through tonight and into tomorrow. But in terms of more significant rainfall, we do need to wait until at least Saturday, unfortunately.
All right, Jonathan, appreciate your time, and sounds like we'll be checking in with you a lot more through summer. Ali?